Donald Trump appears to have turned off Fox News, literally, and also turned on Fox News figuratively, turned against them, so to speak, at least weekend Fox News. And he has unleashed exactly the type of unhinged Twitter storm that we've become pretty used to, actually, as something that the president does over the last couple of years. Remember, I told you before, there's nothing immutable or set in stone about Fox News and Donald Trump being aligned. Yes, right now, Trump mostly is watching Fox News. Trump mostly says that Fox News is doing the right type of reporting. Fox gives Trump a lot of ideas that then Trump sees on Fox and Friends in the morning and then tweets about all day or talks about for a few days. On the other hand, yes, mostly Fox News supports Donald Trump. Sometimes Shepard Smith or Chris Wallace will say some basic, uncontroversial truth, fundamental real world critique of Donald Trump. And the Fox News audience will be angry with them, even though in most of the world, what Fox and what Shep and Chris Wallace say is just the truth. But remember that early in the 2016 Republican primary, Fox News and Donald Trump were not actually aligned, and they only later sort of joined forces. Anyway, Trump is furious. Check out this series of tweets. And as usual, imagine Barack Obama sitting around tweeting stuff like this. It's hard to imagine because it would never have happened, because this is unlike anything we've ever seen before in the Oval Office. Trump tweeting, quote, "Watching Fox News weekend anchors is worse than watching low ratings fake news CNN or Lion Brian Williams. Remember when he totally fabricated a war story, trying to make himself into a hero and got fired? A very dishonest journalist. And the crew of degenerate Comcast, NBC, MSNBC Trump haters who do whatever Brian and Steve tell them to do. Like CNN, NBC is also way down in the ratings, but Fox News, who failed in getting the very boring Dem debates, is now loading up with Democrats and even using fake, unsourced New York Times as a source of information. Ask the Times what they paid for the Boston Globe and what they sold it for, lost $1.5 billion, or their old headquarters building disaster, or their unfunded liability. Fox News is changing fast, but they forgot the people who got them there. This thing about they forgot the people who got them there, Trump seems to have the relationship backwards. They got Trump there by jumping on his side about halfway through the 2016 campaign when they saw that he actually seemed to be appealing to a shockingly high portion of the Republican electorate. And they kind of were together in getting Trump to where he is today. Now, all of this happened. Why? It's not really clear. We don't know. It appears that it might be because Fox News broadcast the following video of people in France watching the Women's World Cup final. And when Fox News goes live, the crowd knows it's Fox News and they start chanting F Trump. Take a look at this video.
History has just been made, Arthel. We are here in a sports bar in Lyon, France. Here, listen to it. We are in a sports bar. We were going to be outside. We were going to be looking at a screen with the football.
Just the funniest part about this is that if this really is why Trump lost it on Fox News, it's not really Fox's fault. I mean, Fox is doing live TV. This is what people started chanting, presumably unbeknownst to the anchor as he went live. But if this makes Trump angry with Fox, great, because any disruption to Fox being a total arm of the Trump administration status quo is great. And Trump continuing his bizarre attack on Fox later on saying, quote, "Impossible to believe that Fox News has hired Donna Brazile, the person fired by CNN, after they tried to hide the bad facts and failed, for giving crooked Hillary Clinton the questions to a debate, something unimaginable. Now she is all over Fox, including Shep Smith, by far their lowest rated show. Watch the Fox News weekend daytime anchors who are terrible go after her big time. That's what they want, but it sure is not what the audience wants." I don't really know that a super deep analysis is even required here. I mean, Trump is triggered because he expects Fox News to be pro-Trump echo chambers 24/7. Occasionally, sometimes even by accident, in the case of that video from the World Cup Paris F Trump chant, something will occasionally pierce the echo chamber, and Donald Trump gets mad. This guy's a very sensitive snowflake. He constantly attacks others as weak. Soldiers who have PTSD are not strong enough, even though Trump's dad paid a doctor to write a letter about how Trump's ankles preclude him from going to Vietnam. Totally emasculated is Trump by the mere mention of John McCain. So he makes it his job to attack McCain endlessly. And the most important implication is that if the relationship between Trump and Fox News breaks as the 2020 election gets closer, that's a really good opportunity for something other than Fox News to be preventing, to get into the action, and maybe we can get Trump removed from office, in the sense that anything that disrupts this kind of hand-in-glove relationship between Trump and Fox News is great. And we should make sure to publicize any time that there is this apparent rift. When Fox News criticizes Trump, it should be widely publicized. We know Trump will hear about it. We know it will trigger him. We know it will send him into another Twitter frenzy. And anything we can do to sever that relationship is potentially going to pay dividends in the 2020 election. Now, just as a word of warning, remember, if Trump moves on from Fox as his favorite, he is probably going to move on to promoting an even crazier channel called, I don't remember if it's OAN or OANN. I think it's like One America News or the One America News Network. I forget exactly. It's even more off the deep end than Fox News, if you can imagine it. And check it out online if you want, although you may not be thrilled about giving them any of your web traffic and potentially ad revenue. But if Trump does sever the tie with Fox, he's probably going to OAN, and they're even wackier. And OAN rising in terms of prominence in the United States would be materially destructive to everything we hold near and dear in terms of the fabric of this country. So there's ups and downs. I don't know. What do you think is going on with the Trump-Fox relationship? Let me know.